Hey guys, driving out here in the garden. So I have my 3 herb beds, or 2 herb beds at this point, that I've added underneath these trees, and they're between the trees. And you can see during noon it gets direct sunlight, and my perennial herbs over there, or my herbs there, don't seem to be overly affected by it. But we zoom over here to my lettuces bed, and the direct sun overhead, I would come out at noon to see what kind of salads I could make, and my little Swiss chard was just laying flat and limp, and then my romaine there was just laying flat, and these little butter crunch lettuces were just kind of deflated. I mean, it was super sad. So as an experiment, just to see if the direct sunlight was, if I could mitigate that, would the lettuces respond. So I set up this super flimsy shade cover using some of these brick construction thingies. I don't remember what the formal name for them is, but so I just threw those up there, and I threw a shade cloth over top of it. And I just came out here to gather my greens for my lunch, and I am super thrilled. I mean, you can see here that they are standing up, and when I give them the feel here, they're fully they're not barely standing up, they're fully fine. And even over here with the butter crunch lettuce, which is actually very sensitive to heat, this is fine. Even this little lettuce way back there, which is actually a winter lettuce, is doing pretty good. So yeah, all right. And then my radishes over just going crazy over here. They're more than fine. Even yesterday they were super limp. And so I will be this weekend, I hope this weekend, pulling out my super chintzy cover here, and I'll be making something that the Millennial Gardener had made a retractable cover for his raised beds, and I'm going to be following that pattern. So since I make these videos on the fly and post them on the fly, I don't know what link it was, but it's the Millennial Gardener, and he's making a retractable cover for his raised beds. And I don't know if I'm gonna make it retractable or not, but I got a shade cloth that should be just big enough to cover this and not scrunch my things in the back there. And so yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing this weekend. But that shade is more than sufficient to keep my lettuces nice and safe. And interestingly, the shade also kept the birds off it. Normally I come out here and I have to repair all the divots that the birds have dug into the bed looking for worms and bugs that are hiding underneath the mulch, but not today. So I doubt seriously that'll last long. Once they get used to it, they'll be back. But that's a bonus. So anyway, just sharing that if your lettuces, even in shade, this is shade most of the day, but right here in the high sun, you can see, you can scroll back here and you can see where the sun is. And so as the sun moves forward during the day, that sunny spot is going to be shifting over, and that's basically how the pattern of the sun goes. It's going to be shifted, so the sun spot is going to be shifting east as the sun moves west. And so this gets probably about, I'm going to say, between 3 and 4 hours of full direct noon sun, which is just too much for the lettuces. So anyway, that's what I've done. Test confirmed, yay. I'll be replacing my chintzy thing with a retractable sunshade from the Millennial Gardener. Thanks guys, bye.